Good evening, everyone. I'll share my screen. Can you see my screen? Okay. Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Nancy Ekwere, and I am a mentee in the DevOps and Cloud track. So I worked on a beginner-friendly project, and I learned how to set up a Linux server, secure it with SSH keys, and manage user permissions. So this project also made the picture a bit clearer for me on how DevOps and cloud acts as a bridge between IT operations and software development. And it also gave me a basic understanding of how things works behind the scenes, right? So I'll just move to the next slide. Oh, maybe this is visible enough. Okay, for GitHub setup, I have a GitHub account already. So this slide basically shows my GitHub setup, which is the foundation of this project, right? GitHub is like a cloud platform built around Git, a kind of system that tracks every change I make to files over time. So in DevOps, version control is crucial because it lets teams collaborate. It lets them track Git history and basically holds everyone accountable. So here you can see my GitHub profile with a professional username and a bio. So this serves as my identity in a collaborative environment. So the repository screenshot here shows that my project was initialized correctly. I actually set it to be a public repository. Contains an initial README file. So this proves that, oh, I'm ready for collaboration. If to collaborate on a particular project with someone. So for repository structure, this slide shows how I organized my repository. So in Git, the repository is where all files are tracked, right? They're tracked and stored. So good organization is very pertinent in DevOps because DevOps is not just about running commands in Linux, right? It's about documenting everything so it can be repeated or shared. So you can see that in this project folder, I separated them into Linux, SSH users, and also the files to explain what I did in each folder, right? So this just helps me document each folder and how it handles a specific part of the project. It makes everything clear and maintainable. So for the Git workflow, it focuses on how I used Git to track my work. So Git keeps a complete history of changes. It lets me commit meaningful updates and I push to GitHub. So this is the commit history basically. So each commit message, can see like their commit message here. It tells us exactly what was changed, right? So in using real project as a case study, it's important because meaningful messages, it makes it easy to follow up on what happened over time. So that is why version control or Git workflow is very, very important. So this just proves that I wasn't just dumping files, I just followed proper version control practices. So I would move to Linux server provisioning. So Ubuntu is quite stable. It's widely used in the world of IT. So it is widely used to make, oh my God. So it just makes learning better when you use Linux. It just gives you a feel of what DevOps is like. So here you can see, I don't know if you can see it, to be honest, because it's very tiny here. The terminal output shows basic system info. So here you can see that it confirms that the server exists and is running properly. And right now I'm using the Windows subsystem for Linux, and this proves that I am working in a Linux environment. And Linux is basically the backbone of cloud computing, and without Linux, we can't get anything done. So I'll be moving to system inspection. So system inspection is all about commands. Like for instance, you can see around here, we have the df space, then -h. So it basically shows your disk usage, what you've used so far. And for the free space -m, it shows memory usage, basically. So knowing how much disk space and memory the server has is important before making changes. So in production, this kind of monitoring prevents outages and performance issues. So yes, it just shows that I'm not blindly executing commands, right? It shows that I understand the system I'm working with. So I'll move to user management and SSH security. So SSH is secure shell. It is useful for checking permissions. It's really pertinent for security, right? And yeah, it shows the heart of the server security. So give me a sec. So over here, you can see that you can see that it shows I am logged in as a non-user, as a non-root user called DevOps, and basically the root has full access. So working as root is really risky. So using a sudo enabled non-root user is a safer practice. So here I configure the SSH key-based protocol login. So SSH is an encrypted protocol for remote access. Instead of using passwords, I generated a key pair and added public key to the server. So this means that I can log in securely without typing a password. So finally, ls-l. So it shows ownership and permissions of the .ssh directory, and it basically shows that I have read, write, execute access to that folder, right? And also the authorized key file. So proper permissions are really crucial so that SSH works securely. So this just proves that server access is controlled and secure, right? So overall, this project taught me how to set up professional Git workflows, provision a Linux server, secure access properly, and document everything clearly. So it's not just about running commands. Some years back, when I dabbled into commands, Git, and Linux system, I just felt like, oh, it was all about running commands. So moving back to 2026, I now understand everything clearly, that it's not just about running commands, it's about building secure systems that can be trusted in a real life environment. Thank you, everyone.